Hello and welcome to day 97 of the 1000 Days of No Code channel. There are millions of applications published every day, and finding your app in the crowd may be a challenge. No matter how great your app is, if people are not able to find it online, then it's as good as being invisible. That's where SEO, search engine optimization, and meta tags comes in. These settings help search engine understand your app, making it easier for users to find your app when they search it online. In today's video, we will learn how do we set up the SEO and the meta tags in Bubble so that your app gets the visibility that it deserves. Let's get started. Okay, to understand about SEO and meta tags in settings, we will head over to that section, and we have the title, site name, and description to be edited along with the thumbnail. So you'll have to do some research to understand what would be the best title, what would be the site name, which matches, what is the description, and so on and so forth. I've presently used ChatGPT to get some details for this particular app, and I'm going to add the title over here, and I'm also going to add the site name and the description. Once we add this, I'll also change the thumbnail. Okay, so this is how and where you change your title, site name, and description for your app. Once this is done, if you share the link of your app, which is, let's go to preview, and this is your app link for now. If you share the link with your friends or families or anybody, then the title, the description, and the logo will be as we have added over here. Okay. Now coming to the SEO settings, there are a few options available here. I'll walk you through why these are important, and you can decide whether you want to check them or uncheck them. So expose the type of tags for text elements. Okay, this is by default checked, and I'll tell you why is this important. This settings allows search engine to understand the structure of your content by adding appropriate HTML tags like H1, H2, paragraph, right, etc. Why this matters? Search engines use these tags to rank your page and determine which part are headings, which part are subheadings, and what are contents, improving your site's SEO. Now the next point is point URLs to primary domain for better SEO. Whether you want to check this or not will again depend on your choice, but I'll tell you why is this important. This ensures that all URLs on your app redirect to your primary domain instead of subdomains or duplicate pages. Again, why this matters? Prevents duplicate content issues, ensures better domain authority, and improves your ranking on Google search. So based on this, you decide whether you want to check this box or not. I'll leave it unchecked, which was as default for now. Customize robot.txt, which is advanced. Okay, I will leave it unchecked. I'll tell you what is this and why it is required. The robots.txt file controls which part of your app search engines are allowed to index. Why this matters? Helps hide unnecessary or sensitive pages from search engines, example admin panels, private dashboards, while keeping the important ones visible. Now keep in mind that if search engines are able to read your admin pages or some pages which are sensitive, which others are not supposed to see, then if you don't change this robots.txt, then those information will also be searchable, and you probably do not want that to happen. So think whether you want to check this or not, and once you check, you have to make changes over here. So as you can see, it says user agent disallow version test, which means the test version of our app will not be discoverable by the search engines with these settings. Expose a sitemap file. Let's understand what is this and why does it matter. A sitemap is a file that lists all your app's pages and helps search engines crawl and index your content efficiently. Why it matters? It improves Google's ability to find and rank your pages, especially if your app has dynamic content. So based on your understanding, you can decide whether you want to check this or uncheck this. And let's go to the advanced settings now. So here is where you can write scripts. If you know JavaScript and if you want to add some scripts, then this is where you add them. So this is script meta tags in header, and this is script in the body. Okay, we are not going to cover that because the whole purpose of what we are doing is to understand about no-code platforms, and we are not getting into JavaScripts at this moment. So 301 redirections. Let me first tell what is this, and then we will see how to use this. A 301 redirect is a permanent redirect from one URL to another. It helps in cases where you need to send users and search engines from an old URL to a new one without losing SEO ranking. So let's assume that you had a page called ABC, and for some reason you have renamed the page to XYZ. Now, your old page, which is ABC, would have got some ranking from the search engines already. Now, when you change it to a new page, the new page ranking might still be very low. And when you want to redirect from the old page to the new page, then you use this particular option. So old page URL will go here, the new page URL will go here. Okay, there are a few benefits of using this. Let's understand them. First one is SEO benefit. Preserves the SEO value of an old page and transfers it to the new URL. Second one is fix broken links. If a page URL has changed, a 301 redirect ensures users don't land on a 404 error page. Rather, they would go to the new page that we have created. Rebranding and URL changes. If you rename or move a page, this redirects visitors to the correct page, making it easier to manage large-scale URL changes. So basically, if you had a page called blog before, and now for some reason you have changed that to article, then when people go to blog, it will redirect them to 404, or it shows 404 error. But if you use 301 redirects, where you will put the link of the older page which was blog, and here you will put the new page URL which is articles, okay, the entire link, and then click on save. When users go to blogs, they will be automatically redirected to articles, and whatever ranking the blogs had gathered from search engine, that will be mapped to your new page, and that's why it is very important. Now, the last part of SEO and meta tags is hosting files in the root directory. There are a few advantages of doing this. I'll just walk you through the advantages. You just have to give the file name here and upload the file and click on save, and that's all. Or the use cases for this are domain ownership verification. Sometimes when you want to prove that this domain belongs to you, okay, they will ask you to upload a file in your root directory and mention them that it is done, right? So that they can verify that if the file is actually added in that particular domain or not. This is domain ownership verification. Okay. The second use case could be adding Apple App Site Association files, setting up, the third could be setting up Facebook instant articles, custom sitemap or robots.txt, right? Enabling mobile features and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of use cases for root directory, hosting files in root directory, and this is where you do it from. I hope this was helpful. Understanding SEO and meta tags is more important than ever these days. Now, whatever we have covered today is just the basics of SEO. This is not everything in SEO. There is a lot more to do with SEO, but this is the settings that we can do on Bubble, and this is the basic hygiene that we have to do in terms of SEO for our app to be visible for our users when they search online. Companies spend huge amount of money on SEO experts to make sure their websites and apps are discoverable. We don't want to miss out on that visibility just because of poor optimization. So take a moment to review your SEO settings, make the required changes, and fine-tune your meta tag, and make sure your app is ready to be found. And I will see you in the next one.